Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. And I tell you what, the forecast is going pretty much as planned from what we were thinking yesterday, where the heaviest of the rain would be during the overnight hours, and then we would get a little bit of a lull in the morning with some scattered showers around South Arkansas. Really, that's where that dry slot comes through. And what you're looking next to me right there is the HRRR. It's high resolution. I call it the pirate model. HR. Anyway. It's high resolution model data and it's simulated radar, and it updates every single hour with new data. And I mean, this is just one parameter, but it's a parameter that I know that you can easily look at and I can communicate what's going to happen here with it. I'm so impressed by how well this short range and it's very short range model does. It only goes out to 15 hours. But it's doing, and it has been doing, a remarkable job. And what you're looking at right there, this is at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm recording this at 10. But, when you look at the radar this morning at 8 o'clock and you look at, that right there, what you see in front of you right next to me, you're like, wow, pretty darn good. So let's see what it does. The cold air, again, I'm recording this at about 10 o'clock. The cold air is coming into the state in northwest Arkansas. Heifel is already reporting light snow. Now, I don't know if that is correct or not because I'm not getting any reports on Twitter, so that could be a malfunction with the ASOS. I'm not quite sure, but the temperatures there are in the 30s. And as I've been telling you, this is a different setup from what we have seen this past winter, where you're going to have snow falling and temperatures above freezing. I'm very confident of that in northwest Arkansas. Whereas this winter, I mean, it was in the teens and 20s at times, and we're getting sleet. And you're thinking, why wouldn't we be getting snow? Well, this all has to do with the fact that earlier this winter, the cold air was building from the surface up. You'd have these shallow layers of Arctic air coming in. It would slowly get deeper and deeper and deeper. Whereas this is the cold air it's remarkable cold air aloft. And so it's very cold aloft, whereas before in the winter, it was warm aloft and cold at the surface. So it's the exact opposite. So as that snow falls and that cold air above our heads, as that snow falls, it doesn't have time to melt. And those temperatures at the surface are quite cold, so the layer of warm air at the surface is is not that deep. It's rather shallow. So you're going to have some big, heavy, wet snowflakes coming down. I've talked way too much again. I just get carried on to these tangents, and I've got a lot to show you with the HRRR, the pirate model. So let's show you this and go out to the future. And this is at noon, and at noon, the blue, obviously we're getting snow in northwest Arkansas, and I think in these higher elevations, accumulating snows. Also, I've noticed a band of maybe some heavier rain. I wouldn't doubt if there's some thunder and lightning maybe with some of that around noon near central Arkansas. Notice southern Arkansas, you're not getting much, if anything, just a few showers. Notice that, this is by 1 o'clock. There's that area of thunderstorm or heavy rain activity right there, but boy, that's of really no consequence. Again, southern Arkansas dry. Look at this. I mean, it's really forecasting. I wouldn't doubt if those winter weather advisories get extended maybe to Washington and Madison County in northwest Arkansas before too long, if this model is correct. And like I said, it's been doing such a good job. This is at 3 and then 4 o'clock this afternoon, north central Arkansas all the way towards Fulton County, almost there. Looks like, yeah, Fulton County getting some snow, according to this model now. And you start to see it's coming down at a good clip up there. Some heavy wet snowflakes. And this is by 7 o'clock. We're getting some showers here in central Arkansas and still some snow up here. Notice the temperatures are just now starting to get below freezing. So, again, this is a situation where it's going to snow and temperatures are above freezing. That's as far out as this goes to 7 o'clock tonight. So, anyway, so you're getting some showers, and this is all winding down at that point in time. Temperatures, the scale's at the bottom, and you can't see it, but just notice that the warmer air is these warmer colors, and the colder air are these cooler colors that we see in the blues and the whites and the pinks. And watch how that cooler air, watch this, boom, comes right in by 7 o'clock this evening. So temperatures in central and southern Arkansas will fall this afternoon with strong northerly winds. And again, this forecast is right on schedule. How much snow? Well, this is a good bet. I think it's showing. And again, the legend is not, you can't see the legend, but I would not believe these purples. I have a hard time believing the purples. I'm not going to rule it out because, like I said, this model does such a good job. And that would be 6 inches plus. But I think a good bet in this area right here in extreme northwest Arkansas, 1 to 3 inches. And you see maybe a dusting in this gray shaded area, and it even extends some down here into central Arkansas. So I'm not ruling out some snowflakes far south, but I have a hard time believing anything would accumulate. So this is the area that we've been highlighting, northwest and north central Arkansas. I'm going to give you a little tease on something that I've been looking at in the longer range. Uh, there I am. In the longer range, and the GFS is really, the global forecasting system is really not keying in on this, but I don't know everybody's spring break schedule across the state, but not this week, but the following week. I know a lot of central Arkansas schools are out for spring break. And what I'm looking at on the data on the Canadian, the GFS, it's like, well, that's not going to feel like spring break. The GFS doesn't quite show it like that, but the operational European and the Canadian, I don't think there's going to be a lot of happy campers if those are correct. Now, let's go back 1 year ago. Do you remember what happened in spring break last year? We had a big snowstorm in northern Arkansas. I think up to 9 inches in Fulton County. So I'm not saying that is happening. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be something if we had cold air 2 years in a row on spring break? I know a lot of people are like, shut up, or be quiet, Todd. They're saying, yeah, that's the S word you want to use, right? You want to use the spring word, the S word, and the shut up, Todd, right? But not the, I want to use the snow word, the S word. Snow, I like snow. I don't want to cause problems, but I think it's beautiful. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.